Hello and welcome, my dear friends. Welcome to another episode where I review vintage fountain pens. I just bought this beautiful fountain pen, and I believe that this is its original case, its presentation case. This is a MELBI fountain pen from Germany, and I suspect it is from the 1960s or the 1970s. First of all, guys, I bought this second hand and it cost me only 300 lays, or the equivalent of 60.76 euros or 60.09 American dollars. And it came in this box. It is a plastic box. It's I don't know, quite a cheap box in my point of view. It does not do justice to the fountain pen, but when you will see this beauty, you will know what I mean. This is an elegant fountain pen. It's in the classic torpedo shape of the 1950s, but I suspect it is a product of the 1960s or of the 1970s. First of all, you can see this logo of the Melby firm, and I interpreted it like this. So you can see right here it is a dog that runs, and in the other part there is a hunter which is horse riding, and it carries a piece of sharp stick, and they are on a hunt run. Now, guys, let me tell you about Melby, because probably you don't know about this German manufacturer. In fact, Melby came from Merz and Krell. Well, Merz and Krell, guys, Merz and Krell, it is a German company, and actually it was founded in back in the 1920s by the brothers Friedrich and Georg Merz, which associated themselves with the master woods turner Justus Krell, and founded Merz and Krell in Brebau, and they employed a dozen workers in their beginning. What is interesting is Friedrich Merz was a pharmacist, and Merz Pharma is still in business, guys, and they do some interesting studies in pharmaceutical products treating the Alzheimer disease. Well, the Melby brand was initially adopted as abbreviations of Merz and Krell and Breblau, the town where the firm was, the facilities, the manufacturing facilities were located. Interesting that alongside the Melby brand, the Merz and Krell also adopted the Diplomat and the Senator brands. In 1936, Merz and Krell was among the first German companies to experiment with the use of plastic resin injection, and they purchased a special machine to produce parts with this technique. Between 1973 and 1978, the Pelican gave the license manufacturing of the models 400 and 120 to Merz and Krell, because Pelican itself no longer had the necessary machines to produce these older models. Today, or starting from January 2006, the company is known as Senator, and it is an international manufacturer of writing instruments, and their production is estimated at around 1 million pens per day. And not a surprise, guys, that Senator is related to MELBI. You will see some similar traits with this fountain pen I had in my hands, and with this beautiful Senator President. But we will reach them in a few minutes. First of all, let me show you this beautiful fountain pen. I've already shown you the engraving, which is gold painted but also thermically engraved on the barrel. Also at the piston cap we have EF, the size of the nib extra fine, and also we have an interesting engraving which shows us some interesting provenance information about this piece. We have here Lotto Prono. Well, let me tell you guys, Loteria Română, or the National Romanian Lottery, back in communist days, was also known from this Lotto Prono, and I suspect that this fountain pen was won by a lottery user that received from the lottery this prize. So definitely a high quality piece. You must know that during communist times these were considered to be luxury products. You will see that this pen is fitted with a beautiful gold nib. So if we unscrew the cap, we reveal this multifaceted beautiful ink window, but also an interesting gold nib. And this gold nib is not made by MELBI, but in fact it is a Bock nib. I know it is a Bock nib because it has this logo of a deer that jumps through the mountain cliffs. A 14 karat 585 piece. So returning to back communist days, this was a luxury prize, probably won by a Romanian in the 1960s or in the 1970s at the lottery. Among the luxury prizes were also cars, the famous Renault 12 model, which was licensed and produced in Romania on the brand Dacia, and they also gave apartments as prizes to this lottery winners. So this is quite a valuable product from communist times. And I promised you that we will do a comparison. So they are made by the same manufacturer, which in fact produced also the Diplomat brand, and I believe that they are now Merz Krell, they are named Senator, and the Diplomat brand was sold to other party. I hope I'm not mistaken and give you a false information, but now Merz Krell is known as the Senator. So probably this model is from the early 2000, maybe from 2006, when the Merz Krell was renamed as Senator. And again, a large one. It resembles the Meisterstück 149 model from Montblanc, but it has similar characteristic with this one, which is a little bit smaller. And you see the multifaceted ink window. And what is more interesting is the fact that we have here a blind cap or a fake cap present on both of the models. So enough with the comparison. Again, the Senator model was available also with a gold nib, but unfortunately I have here the steel nib version. Maybe in time I will get the Senator with the gold nib. And like I told you, even the MELBI one is fitted with an outside nib produced by Bock. And this is why I tend to think that it is from the 1970s, because you know that the fountain pen industry had passed on a great crisis with the unfair competition of the ballpoint pen. So, in fact, I think that they externalized their production of gold nibs to save some money. Of course, you can't do all the parts in house without raising the cost of the product. So this is the beautiful, beautiful MELBI fountain pen from the 1960s or the 1970s. I can't hardly wait to write with it. It has this classic design. Let me see if we have yes, a quite functional clip, a simple but elegant and ring here, and I believe you can post this cap, and yes, it can be posted. So I will put it right over here, guys. And before I will do the writing sample, let me leave its dimensions on the screen, and I will also change the angle of the camera. So first of all, let me change the angle of the camera, guys. Let me try to change the angle of the camera for you to see better the writing sample I'm doing with this pen. For the writing sample, I have here my notepad, and I will place it right over here, guys. So right over here. I'm sorry, these are other writing samples, but I'm trying to save as much space on my notepad. So, being a piston filler with an ink reservoir, I think I will use a fun ink, and I have here my beautiful, beautiful turquoise Faber-Castell ink. It is quite an affordable ink, a fountain pen ink, turquoise, and let me put it right over here. By the way, guys, this is an interesting piston filler, and it has, you can clean it classically by filling it with ink and operating this piston rod, which is hidden by the cap. So if we do this, you will see the plastic ending of the piston, and yes, look closely, guys. So you can do this to clean it up, or you can do something that can be done only on Pelican fountain pens. You can grab it like this, and you can disassemble it like this, guys. But be careful when you do this, and you can clean it quite nice. Now I will put it back. Okay, and now I will do the same procedure. So I will turn the piston. I will give it a little shake to the ink bottle. I will open it gently. Yes. And now I will insert it in ink. And I will fill it up with ink. And it feels quite nice, guys. You probably can see that the ink windows are not visible anymore. Let me take the excess of ink out, and I'm ready to do writing sample with it. But first of all, let me get a little piece of paper to clean the grip section, and I have a little piece of paper right here, guys. Okay, like this. So now I will put back the cap here. I will cap it, why not? Or maybe no, I will use it uncapped, guys. So I will put the cap here. What do we have right here, guys? A zoom, yes. We have a MELBI fountain pen. It was made in Germany, I believe in the 1960s, or let's say early 1970s. This beautiful, beautiful fountain pen, yes, Melby or Merz and Krell. Okay, made in Germany in this period of time, approximately this period of time. It is, let me zoom a little bit out. It is fitted with a Bock nib, let's say a gold 14 carats 585 Bock nib. Bock, another German producer of nibs, and this is an extra fine nib. So at least that is what is written on the extra fine, I think, not an ER but an EF. Yes, an EF, an extra fine nib. So this comes from extra fine. Okay guys, let me tell you, it has a little spring to it, this nib, and I hope I can show it to you. Let me zoom out, but I need to show that we have a little bit of flex to it, and I'm not so sure if you notice. Yes, maybe a good example will be the nail test. So focus. Yes, you can see that the tines, they move like this. So definitely we have a little flexible nib. It seems to be a juicy nib, and this is it. And let me zoom a little bit. Yes, because I want to show you if we have some line variance to this nib. So here, no pressure, guys, and here I start applying pressure, and as you can see, we have also a little line variance. Okay, now I will test if we can do a signature with it. Yes, a good signature fountain pen. And let me see if we can reverse write with it. So here, reverse writing. So although it doesn't loses the ink flow, it scratches a little bit, so I say no to reverse writing. Now I'm ready to tell you about the forks, and let me move the camera because I want to show you. Okay, so the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So a wonderful writer. That beautiful Bock nib, it gives a little character to this nib. It is a smooth nib, and those little flexiness to it and little line variances make it a great interesting writer. A beautiful MELBI fountain pen, and quite a nice writing instrument. So follow my channel, guys, because in the next episode, in a week time, you will get the treat to see a MELBI from the 1930s, and it's called the MELBI Transparent, and you will be amazed by the way the MELBI warranted nib writes. So again, this is a Bock nib. It shows a period when they had difficulties manufacturing their own gold nibs in-house. But what can I say? They outsourced the gold nib to a good Bock producer of German producer of gold nibs, and they delivered a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gold nib. So guys, this was my review of the MELBI fountain pen. I hope you've enjoyed it. I want to wish you to have a nice day, my friends, wherever you are. Please subscribe to my channel to support my activity. I will see you in the next episode. Till then, bye bye and God bless, my friends.